The National Broadcasting Company presents Burr Tillstrom, creator of Kukla, Ollie, and all the Kuklapolitan players with Fran Allison in Kukla, Fran and Ollie.
Hold on! It's fighting me. Hazel, I'm on! Thank you. Hello? Yes, this is Kukla, Fran and Ollie. Who? The Fran? Who's right there calling, please? All right. Fran! Yes? Fran, where are you? Come on in the telephone! What, Kukla? I said, come on in the telephone. Oh. The lady from the hat shop.
Oh, I expected the call. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello? Yes, I did. Yes, I did return it. No, you weren't there at the time. Well, I left you a little note. You know, well, you said it was going to be high, but you didn't say that high. No, I just can't see my way clear. Well, what's good for somebody isn't good for somebody else. No, it's definitely too high. Well, I'm sorry, too, because you know I liked it. Well, no, you just have to take something off. I'm afraid no, really, I just couldn't. I looked at it from every angle and, Well, I thank you, too. I'm disappointed, too. All right. Goodbye. Kukla, want to set the phone down?
I'll take it. Oh,
Oh,
Fran.
hello, Ollie.
What are you doing with your coat on?
I'm shoveling the snow off the walk.
Coop? What? Who was that you were talking to on the phone? Well, it's none of your business. No, I want to know. Why? Who was it? And I'll tell you why. The lady from the hat shop. With that poor little thing. What's the matter? I just heard her. Why, she acted as if her heart was broken. Oh, she didn't think that way when I gave her the phone. But she was probably keeping up a very brave front or something. Why, she had to return a hat. How much money does Fran make? I don't know. I haven't gone into that. Does she have lots of expenses? Well, I suppose she does. Everybody has lots of expenses these days. Thank goodness. Well, that poor little thing, she had to take a hat back because she couldn't afford it. How do you know that? I was listening to the other end of the phone. Which conversation? Her conversation. She said, right here, she said, I'd like to take it. She said, I was very disappointed, but it's just too high. And unless you can take something off, she said, I just don't see my way clear. That's a shame. Well, nothing like that should happen to our friend. How much money you got? Not very much, and I spent most of it on shopping. How about you? Not very much. But she shouldn't be disappointed like that. She should have a hat. Well, if she wants it, she should have it. Cook? Wait a minute. Why don't we take up a collection? That'd be... Well, she doesn't need to know. It could be an anonymous collection. You know that little bank she has in her office? That's why she's been... And the poor little thing is out there shoveling snow. Why, we could have afforded to... I'm going to talk to her a minute. Go get the bank. Okay. Fran, dear!
Yes?
Oh, you're through shoveling?
I'm through. For a while, it blows faster than shovel it.
Sweetie, you didn't have to do that out there. Now, you know perfectly well that we
job
could...
to be done, I'll do it.
Now, there's money that
A
can...
penny saved is a penny earned, Ollie. I've always said that. I can't think how many times I've said it, but I know I've said it.
Oh, but Fran, that isn't saved very much money.
Yes, Ollie, it does. And while I'm able to do it, I'm glad to do it.
I hate to
Have
have you
to watch out for things these days.
I suppose you better, Fran.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Well, let's all be on our toes and think.
Yeah, we sure will. And the little bank. The poor little thing. She said it to me. Now you'll know. Now you'll believe me. She said a penny saved is a penny earned. She hasn't got enough money. No wonder she's had this little bank. Let's call it the Fund for Francis. The FF for sure. Yeah, and everybody who comes up today has to contribute, putting money in the bank and checking in. You mean like this? That's right. Why don't you start? Okay, I think I got a quarter down here. Here, that's good. Fine. Oh, that's great. I'll get the rest of the kids. I'll get some people. You stay here. Okay. Jack, have you got any extra change?
Not on me. I'll break it.
That poor little Fran. She said, why, the poor little thing, she doesn't have enough money to buy any clothes.
Oh, you don't mean.
It's just an awful thing. No, it really is. It's just a terrible thing. What's a terrible thing? Oh, Beulah, I'm so glad you're here. Check in. What for? This is for the Fund for Francis. Francis? Francis who? Fran Allison. What's the matter with her? Something wrong? Is she collecting money? No, the poor little thing. She can't afford enough money. She hasn't got enough money to buy a hat. And no doubt, oh, and that coat. Did you notice that coat? It's getting kind of threadbare. I hadn't noticed that. In fact, I thought it was a new one. Oh, I know, but she's out shoveling walks to earn a living. She's not. Yes, she is. Next thing we know, she'll be out tending furnace somewhere. Oh, no, that poor dear little thing. Well, here, let me see. What are you doing? I'm getting the money out of my money belt. Well, come on up here. No. Can't get it in there. No, wait, Beulah. Beulah! I did it. It's in. Why, the poor, dear, sweet little girl. My goodness, let everybody collect. Jack!
Yeah,
Have you checked in yet?
Not yet, but I will.
I'll go get some more people. Okay. Poor, dear little creature. Imagine Francis. Why, I can't imagine her being like that. Why, she seems... Well, it could be true. I suppose so. Hey. Maybe we could raise some money for her. Ophelia! Yes, dear? Have you heard about Francis? No, what's wrong? Check in and I'll tell you. Check in? What's this? Oh, the thing. No, it's Francis's bank. Funds for Francis, FF. What's happened to Francis? Why, the poor little thing hasn't had anything to eat for 3 days. And her shoes have great big holes in them. And she's out, she's working with the, street cleaning department, cleaning off the snow. Why? Why, she was here just a little... No, she's got a shovel. She's going around the whole park district. Why, that poor little thing, why, certainly I just... You wear one, too. There, why, that dear, sweet little girl. Perhaps we could sell a few more Kukla couriers and give her the proceeds. Oh, it would be a bad idea. Let's do that. Now, how we work that out? You go get the colonel. He's good at that sort of thing. I will, too. Colonel Cracky, Colonel Octopus wants to see you.
Well, certainly, Beulah. Gracious sakes, what's all the flurry and excitement about?
Check in.
Well, let me see. I was with the boys until about 2 o'clock.
No.
Oh, yeah. Getting my vest here. What's this for?
FF, Francis Fund.
What's happened to her?
Oh, that poor dear little thing. Why, that poor little girl, she was walking out in the street selling matches.
Matches?
Yes, to earn some money. Poor dear mother. She was out there with this little cloak around her, and she slipped and fell in the street. And the poor little thing doesn't have enough money to buy new shoes or new stockings or anything. Oh, it's terrible. What? How does this happen?
Well, I suppose things like that do happen when you're sustaining sometimes. Now, let me see. There we go. There, now, I'm checked in.
I was wondering if you could give a plug on the Cooperpolitan Courier.
For whom?
For us all. My goodness, if that's the state of things to come.
Well, for Francis, I'll do it. Now, let me see. Shall I make the pitch to the ladies?
And do. You're such an overwhelming success with the ladies.
Ladies, have you seen our Kukla Courier yearbook? If you haven't, you have missed a great and exciting treat. It is cram-packed full of wonderful pages of pictures, drawings, stories of all the cast and by all the cast, with little bits of gossip and information here the colored illustrations and songs by Jack Fascinato, and a complete story and history of the entire Kukla cast. You cannot be without it. You can't afford to be without this wonderful memo, this glorious record of this fine theatrical troupe. Now, here's all you do. You take $1 and you put it in an envelope, and you include with it your name and your address and postal zone number, and send it to KFO Yearbook, Box 3446, Chicago 77, Illinois. $1, and the KFO Yearbook is yours. Box 3446, Chicago 77, Illinois, and don't forget to include your name and address. Ladies, you can't afford to miss this great bargain. I'll tell you, this is a rare and incredibly historic volume. This is all about the half-hour show. It's a collector's masterpiece, believe me.
I'll buy 7.
Well, now let's see what we can do for that little Francis. This is really a tragic thing. Gracious sake, I hope everybody else is alerted. Got to work out something. What's all this? You got to sell your guppies. We haven't got enough money to feed them. My guppies? You got to raise more, something. We got to raise money for Francis. What's the matter with Francis? Well, everything. Well, the poor little girl is she's a threadbare, and she's going around barefoot in the snow, and the poor little thing can't afford to even buy a cloak to put around her. Check in. Oh. There. Now alert everybody. One for Francis. One for Francis too. FF. Collect for FF. Oh, Fran, have you checked in?
Have I checked in?
Yes, and we're collecting.
Well, I've been here since early this afternoon.
We're collecting.
Shoveled the walk.
We're
And a
collecting.
few little things outside and inside both.
We're collecting some money for a poor little girl who doesn't have enough to eat. I guess she must live in one of the wartime countries or something. Oh, I see you've already collected. You have your tag.
I got this from White Betty. I don't know what it is. I have given to FF.
Francis Fund. It's for this little girl, Francis. And we put our money right in here.
So where did you get that?
Well, I don't know if Colonel Cracky gave it to me. Well, he was telling me about this poor little
Well,
girl.
that's my bank, and I only had $4.
Well, you
and
should be glad to contribute your bank to such a worthy cause.
I already did contribute to this. To my own self.
What? Your own self what? Be true. And to no other man can you be false. Now remember
But
that.
this is my bank.
What?
Isn't it?
Yes, it's your bank. Well, I'm just going to leave it if you don't want to check in.
Have you, oh, hold on. This is a strange, isn't that my bank?
Where'd you get the tag?
I bought it from White Betty. She said she was collecting for a poor girl.
Fran, dear, we heard about the hat being too high.
What happened?
The hat that the lady made for you.
Oh, yes, she had it coming up in a big peak here on the top, and I can't wear a high hat like that. I look much better in something that comes down and is a little more flattering and soft. This came up to an exact point, and then she had...
Ollie, I heard it. Remember, in television, it's Kukla.
Fran.
And Ollie.
The musical director of Kukla, Fran and Ollie is Jack Fascinato. The producer is Beulah Zachary. The director is Louis Gomovitz. The costume designer is Joseph Lockwood. And the technical director is John Nathalie.
And this is Bert Tillstrom checking in. Okay?
Kukla, Fran and Ollie was brought to you from Chicago by the National Broadcasting Company. NBC Television.